Good morning, Dukes family. My name is Jenna, and I'm with Shadow Mountain Australian Labradoodle's Southern Branch. Miss Lily has been with me for the last 4 months, and she is a wonderful little girl. I am so excited that she gets to join your family today. When she arrives, she will have a packet taped to the top of her crate. It will look, this is actually hers, it'll look like this. I'm going to go ahead and go over what will be in the packet. If you guys have any questions, feel free to call me today or anytime, and we can talk about them. First thing that'll be in her packet is her go-home schedule. I'm going to go ahead and email this to you guys too, so that way if you have any questions today before she gets there, we can go over them. I'm also going to go into further detail about this further along in the video. The next thing in her packet will be her vet records packet, and they are stapled together. You'll take this whole packet into the vet with you. This way. The first page is the actual health record. Here up top you can see the deworming schedule that she's been on. Also down here will be the vaccine records. I haven't put the stickers on yet, but I'll put them on before she goes. We follow Neotech vaccines, and so I've included the vaccine schedule that she's been on. If your vet has any questions, they can call the number that's on the back side here and talk to an actual vet that they have on staff that'll be happy to answer any of their questions. Lily has completed all of her puppy vaccines. She's even had her Bordetella and her rabies. She got them on Monday when she was spayed. So she should be done with vaccines for this year. She shouldn't need anything until she gets her boosters next year. The third page is her wellness exam that she got on March 11th when she went in with her litter mates when she was 8 weeks old. As you can see, she came back perfectly healthy, and the vet put that she was in excellent health. I also had her have a wellness exam done on Monday, and when she got her flight certificate, and once again she looked and sounded and acted wonderful, so she is in excellent health. The third thing in your packet is her pedigree, which is kind of fun. You can see that here her great-grandparents goes back to the original founding Australian Labradoodle breeders, Rutland Manor and Tegan Park, and so it's kind of fun to take a picture of it and keep it on your phones. That way if you run into any other Australian Labradoodles, you can see if you're related or not. Also in your packet you'll have her microchip transfer form. She has been microchipped. She's registered with Avid, and so you'll fill that form out and send it back in. We recommend that for your alternate contact you don't put immediate family members, so that way if you are traveling out of the country or something like that, they can call someone that possibly wouldn't be with you. We recommend a good friend, close neighbor, something like that. I'm going to take a few moments and go over your go-home schedule. Please let me know if you have any questions. She has been sleeping through the night from about 10:30 at night until about 7 in the morning. She is settling down without any problem. You'll find that in the beginning, don't be surprised if she does cry a little. She should by no means be throwing a monkey tantrum, but she might do a little bit of whining. You can have her sleep either in your wire play crate that she has, or she can sleep in your bedroom in the plastic crate that she will be arriving in. In the morning, when you take her outside to go potty, we recommend that you do carry her for the first week. While she's been here, she has learned how to follow me outside to go potty, but I recommend that first thing in the morning when she's been holding it for 8 hours, you do carry her, so that way she is set up for success until she learns where the doors are and where the backyard is at your house. We recommend that you wait at least 30 minutes before feeding breakfast. This is not a breed that will overeat, however, puppies do like to eat because they're growing. we recommend that you wait at least 30 minutes so that way she doesn't associate waking up with eating breakfast. Otherwise, your wake up time will become earlier and earlier and earlier. She will eat her breakfast in her wire crate, the one set up in a central location in your home. She's been eating about 1.5 to 2 cups of feed morning and night. Don't be surprised if the first week she doesn't finish all her food. When puppies are nervous, they tend not to eat or not to eat all of their food. It's a pretty common sign. If after a day or two she isn't eating at all, go ahead and call me and we can talk about some other options of what you can be doing to her food to make it a little bit more enticing for her. We do not free choice feed, so we don't have food out just available for them all the time. However, during her 10-minute feeding times, she can have as much food as she wants. So if in that 10 minutes you put her bowl down and she scarfs down all of her food, go ahead and give her a little bit more. She's a puppy and she's growing. She's got a long way to go in the next year. Meals are fed for about 10 minutes, like I said. If after 10 minutes she's still eating, go ahead and let her keep eating. Don't take the bowl away from her. However, if she's laid down and is playing with toys or ignoring her feed, then you can say, okay, breakfast is over, and go ahead and carry her outside for a quick play session and potty session. Movement gets the bowels moving, and so when you're trying to have your puppy go potty, go ahead and make sure that they're active, running around the backyard, things like that. That'll come in handy at bedtime too, before you go into your crate at bedtime. Throughout the day, she has been taking a few naps during the morning and the afternoon. You'll see on your schedule we call it crate potty, recess potty. Basically, what that means is that when you can give her your full undivided attention, she is in the backyard with you, running around, playing. You get some of that energy out. That's also a time that you can be doing your training sessions. When you are needing to go on and do other things such as, work or take a shower or run some errands or anything like that, when you can't be paying full attention to her, then she needs to go into her crate. So that way she is safe and not getting into things. She is able to take 3 to 4 hour naps throughout the day. She is great at entertaining herself in the crate, and she's really found to like that it's a fun place for her to be. We want to make sure that she has plenty of toys, as well as the hoof that I will be sending with you. It's an actual cow's hoof that they like to chew on. I'll be sending it in her crate with her. When they go into the crate, we like to give them a treat. This will help teach them to actually run into the crate by themselves. And so that way when they're bigger, you're not having to fight to get them in there. She is going in easily. She's working on, what I've been doing is sitting in front of the crate. During one of our training sessions, you sit in front of the crate and kind of just throw treats into the crate, and she'll run in by herself and you say crate, and she learns that with that word. Or you can say go to your room, or go to your, I think we've had some people say go to your castle, or you can name her crate whatever you want to name it. You can name her crate whatever you want to name it, and teach her to go into it from that word. We've been working with the word crate, but it'll be easy to change to whichever you like. Like I said, we do give a treat when she goes in. During that first week, if you find that she's not eating breakfast, we do recommend that you offer lunch. It can just be her leftovers from breakfast, or you can give her about half a cup. If after the first 3-4 days she's eating breakfast and dinner no problem, then you can eliminate lunch. She hasn't been having lunch here for almost the last month, so it's really just so that way if she doesn't eat her breakfast, she's not hungry until dinner. During the afternoon, you'll continue that crate potty, recess potty routine. We want them to play outside, be active, and then before you bring them into the crate to spend some quiet time inside, she needs to go potty. We really want to enforce that outside play is running and jumping and being a happy little puppy. And inside play is quiet and calm. Just remember that she is not going to be this little forever, and so we want to make sure that when she is 40 pounds, she is not flying around your house, knocking things over, things like that. She knows how to be calm in the house. Just like with your children, there's indoor play and outdoor play. We feed dinner between 4:30 and 5. We want to give them plenty of time to completely eliminate everything before bedtime. Dinner is 1.5 cup, somewhere in there. They tend to eat more in the mornings than they do at night. Once again, put down food, and she can have as much as she wants during that 10-15 minute time frame. If you find that she is scarfing down her food, go ahead and be sure to give her more during that time. After she's eaten dinner, once again, directly outside to go potty. During the evening time, you see I've done a little bit about, I've called it family time. This can happen anytime throughout the day. It doesn't need to happen at night. Basically, it's whenever you are free, like I talked about earlier, a few minutes ago. Family time means that she is in the house with you, but you are paying attention to her. She is not to the point yet that you can just leave her in a room to fend for herself. She will chew on electrical cords and get electrocuted. She will, you know, of course, make messes on the floor. She'll poop or pee on the floor. And we really want to enforce that, especially in this first 2 weeks, to continue to potty outside. This family time can be, you know, her sitting on the couch with you, or she has been allowed on the couch here, sitting on the couch with you, or you can even put a leash on her in the house, and she's spent some time. I tie the leash around my desk leg, and so she'll spend time in her bed at the foot of my desk, just hanging out with me, but learning to stay close, and that way too she doesn't wander off and potty around the corner when I'm not paying attention. Frequent potty breaks are important during this family time. Especially in the first 2 weeks, I would be doing potty breaks like every 30 minutes. Eventually, she'll get to the point that you will be able to leave her for an hour or even longer. And as she learns where the potty spot is, as she learns what's appropriate to chew on and what's not, you will start being able to give her more freedom. Within the next month or so, you should be able to start blocking off rooms and have her just be loose with you in a room with you. Once again, make sure you wait until she's figured out where her potty spot is. How you'll know that she's figured that out is when you open the back door, she runs directly to it to go potty. However, that doesn't mean that, you know, she does it once or twice. Just like with a child, when you're potty training, they need to potty in the toilet more than once before they're considered potty trained. Before bedtime, we recommend that you do a good play session. However, that'll mean that you're going to need to get up and walk around the backyard with her, once again, like I talked about, to get the bowels moving, so that way she does eliminate. Bedtime here is between 10-10:30. Of course, you can adjust that to your schedule. I recommend that you put her to sleep at least 30 minutes before you are planning on going to sleep this first week. So that way, if she does decide that she needs to have a few extra minutes to settle down at night, you are not laying there listening to, you know, her settle down. I really doubt that she's going to be any problem, throw any tantrum. She hasn't cried in the last probably months since I've put her down. She's gone in very easily, and but just kind of give yourself that 30-minute buffer. We are working with 2 theories when we house train. The first is that puppies want to leave the nest to go potty. Right now, her nest is probably a 4x4 area. It's very small. It's wherever, you know, is closest to me. So that is either, you know, in her play crate, which is in the central location in her home, in your home, or it's, you know, when we're doing our little family time sessions where she is on her leash in the home, staying close to me. She is going to slowly learn that her nest is not just her small little area that she's in, but also your whole home. However, you can't just throw her right away into a 2,500 square foot home and say, okay, this is your nest. She won't be able to grasp it. So we grow the area slowly. She is already progressing to the point that she is being able to be on a leash in the area with me. And so she, you know, like I said, within the next month or so, you should be able to start sectioning off a small room that she can be in. We recommend a kitchen or someplace that has tile in case that, or hardwood floors, in case she does have an accident, you don't have a mess on carpet. If she does have an accident in the home, make sure that you spray your Nature's Miracle, so that way it actually gets rid of the enzymes and the smell that we can't smell. Since the second thing that we're working with is that puppies like to go potty and then go back to the place that they've been before. So if she does have a mess, make sure you spray that, so that way she's not trying to revisit that same spot. Since they like to go to the same place, we recommend that first few days you actually leave the latest stool in her potty spot that you're wanting. Pick an area in your yard that you're wanting her to go potty in, and so that way she's going to go back to that same stool, and you don't need to have a collection of them, just leave the latest one. So that way she's going back to that spot. Now, Lily has figured out the potty spot just fine here. She is progressing wonderfully. Like I said, we are to the point now where I can open the doors first. You have always opened the doors first. And then go back and open her crate, and she runs straight outside to her potty spot, through the house, straight outside to her potty spot, and goes potty just fine. Like I said, at your house, she needs to learn where the potty spot is, and so she needs to learn how to get there. We recommend that you carry her outside in the beginning, so that way she kind of figures out where it is. Also, that way she doesn't get distracted going through your house in the beginning and, you know, by all the shiny things or fun things. And so carry her outside in the beginning so that way she doesn't get distracted and make a mess along the way. When, like I stressed earlier in the video, when you are not giving her your undivided attention, she needs to be in her play crate. That is really for her safety more than anything else. With today's day and age, there are so many wires that they can get electrocuted if they chew on the wires, which would be devastating. I think that's everything on her schedule. If you have any questions about the schedule, please feel free to call me. She has been doing wonderfully, and like I said, has really developed further along with this house training. She's just a smart little girl. So please feel to let me know if you have any questions. When you're at the airport and you're picking up Miss Lily, just a couple things when you're taking her out of the crate. We want to make sure that we're not standing in front of the crate and acting like a grizzly bear and leaning over. So when you let her out, stand off to the side and open the door and let her come out on her own. Good girl. Yeah. If she's a little nervous coming out, that's okay. Let her take her time. We don't want to reach in and pull her out. You know, being on the flight, it's probably going to be a little bit scary, so we want to go real slow with her and just kind of let her ease out. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yes, you are. So Lily has been working on sit and loose leash walking, and she learned how to come to her name, and she has been very well socialized. We've been on over a dozen outings, and she's done really great. She wants to see new people and meet new people, and she walks with confidence, and she's really a fantastic little girl. I'm going to demonstrate how to ask her to sit and how to come. So, what are you doing? What are you doing? All right. Sit. So when we're asking to sit to start with, go ahead and the treat, you're going to hold it above her head. Woo. Above the head so she'll lose her balance and sit. And so slowly, you know, kind of warm up as you go. She's still a baby. She's figuring stuff out. When you're holding the treat, if your hand is too high, look. See if I can make her do it. If you're holding see she jumps up, so keep the hand low. And as she's warming up, then we're going to start introducing the hand signal. So my hand signal is an upward hand motion, like this. Lily. And so, So we do the hand signal nice and low to start with. Sit. And we don't say sit until she's actually sat in the beginning. We want to enforce the word. And so if while she's jumping up or not paying attention, you're saying sit, she's learning that jumping means sit rather than sitting means sit. Oh, okay. So we show the hand signal again. Sit. Good. And she's doing really well holding her sit too. She's not jumping up quite as fast. And so, you know, it's something that you'll ask her to sit, take a few steps, come back, ask her to sit again. This way. Sit. Good. Let's go. Sit. So eventually your hand will get higher and higher. Yes, you're doing very well holding it. She's figured out that sit means treats. It's very good. And, you know, you're not always going to have treats on you, and so make sure that you're rewarding with physical contact, too. So when she's doing something that you want, when she's sitting, we give her lots of attention. It's good. So loose leash walking, she's doing really great about sticking with her person and staying with you. You know, once again, she's a baby, so she gets distracted, but, you know, I really don't like pulling. So, you know, I work with them either sitting right next to me or behind me. Ready? This way. Lily. Good girl. This way. Lily. Lots of distraction. Good. This way. Lily. Good. Lily. This way. Good. So as you can see, she's great about following on the leash. You know, this is something obviously she demonstrates a little bit better outside, but it is pouring rain at the moment, so we're doing what we can inside. Yes, yes. When you find that she is getting ahead of you or not paying attention, changing directions a lot helps. You know, once again, she's still little, so baby steps is what's important at the moment. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. Now, we've really been working on, at my house, we come to our name, not necessarily the word come. And so, but it's something that's easy to teach. So, let's see, she'll wander away from me. Will you wander away? Yeah, we just want to spin that. Yeah? Yeah? Will you wander away? Lily. Good girl. Good girl. Lily, come. Lily, come. Lily, come. Good girl. Good girl. That's good. That's great. That's a good job. Yeah. And that's that.